This time with game audio, but still with hiccups. Okay, we're going to play some Kaiserreich. We're going to play as the Ukraine. I don't think we need to buff anyone as the Ukraine. We've got plenty of strong adversaries. Is that tea you're drinking? No, it's coffee. I don't drink tea. Hey ho, let's go. Sounds good. You finally got EU4 banana yogurt. Cool. How you Let me put a blanket statement in now. I apologise for my hiccups. So I'm just going to have to go with it. Kaiserreich. Like that, right? Kaiserreich. One of the best decisions you've ever made. That sounds about right to me. Well, in the short term, we know who our enemy is at the moment. No, not all the way along. We don't care about our allies. So, wait, coffee? It's late. Decaf. I don't drink caffeinated coffee anymore. It's not that late either. It's like 7:40. Come on. Okay, so let's check out our industrial focus tree so we know where to and where not to build infrastructure. It's this, isn't it? Yeah. This is Eastern Ukraine. Apart from that, don't see any infrastructure focuses. Okay, cool. Which means we're free to build wherever we want. So it's going to be the high building slot areas. So 4 slots here, and here, and here, and here. So something like that to start with. 6 military factories, not bad. You had an idea for that thumbnail. Oh yeah. I think you mean it's 9:40, not in true time. We're going to have 4 factories on that, 1 on that, and 1 on that. And we're going to need to import some tungsten, that's fine. Ruthenia, what the hell is that? It's this area. Ooh, Portugal's flag's changed, cool. Let's import from Japan, sure. They don't like Russia. I have to imagine Russia's going to be an issue. Dockyards, just give me convoys, really. So chat, what do you reckon? Which one? Either way, we're going to go... we're probably going to go Splendid Isolation. Blue Danube. Probably. But in terms of what direction to go, what do you think? Oh god, this is fellow. Christo is live. I know it's been a while. Excuse me for a second. My lungs are not cooperating today. Something to assist with that. There it is. Give me a moment. Sorry about that. Okay, so I reckon we should probably go red, just because it seems fun. Because there is no big, Eastern syndicalist power, so we can make that us. What do you reckon? Drugs, says the souls. Yes, technically a drug, but syndicalism. Let's say syndicalism. No, Ventolin is an acceptable drug, I think. Lemmy, what on earth is all that? Alright, let's, sorry. But then you would become the Soviets, your sworn enemy. No, I wouldn't. They're socialists. I don't know what ideology the socialists, the Soviets are in this campaign. Our kingdom! The help of Germany, yet the national situation is unstable. Germany makes us sell our goods only to its allies. Both ethnic Russians and pro-Russian populists dream of unification with Russia. Haha. Syndicalists gain popularity in the bigger cities, while Ukrainian nationalists proclaim that Ukraine should only be the Ukrainians and that our kingdom is no more than a German puppet. The Ukrainian government. Even our government is divided, while Pavel Sorokin
Podosky does his best to solve the antagonisms between the army, consisting of former officers of the Russian Imperial Army and the other Ukrainian ministers who support our current position in Mitteleuropa. All these problems can only be solved when the majority of our population, the farmers and peasants, have an opportunity to sell their agricultural products in Europe. Don't provoke the peasants. Good to know. Those sounds, I know, I'm sorry, I just have the hiccups. I have no idea how that sounds through my mic, but it must sound quite odd. Ish. It'll go away soon, I hope. Right. Navy, not terrible. You know, little something or other there. Army, ooh, very nice. Liking him. Sorry, by army I mean general. Let's just get rid of all these guys. Okay, we're not going to build any motorized divisions, of course. Cavalry division, you can start again with. Oops. Do we have this with... Okay, we have got recon, so it's going to be fire support that we build off. This is Inf 1. You need to retake Galicia Volhynia. It's ethnic Ukrainian land. I did look at the focus tree before we started, and rest assured, we will be retaking all ethnically Ukrainian land, and some questionably Ukrainian land as well. But this area, at the very least, will fall to our mighty armies. We're not a puppet, by the way. We are just in Mitteleuropa, where we've got a relatively uniquely independent situation compared to many of the other members of Mitteleuropa over here in the east of Europe. So that's good. SW sounds great. Excuse me? Oh. Chevaliers elected. Black money hits Ukraine. Yep, that sucks. Name one of your divisions. What? What did you want me to call it, Zooms? Where is it? Yeah, I've lost it. There it is. Sir. Deek. And what does that mean? Christo, did you legit buff the Kaiser? No, I haven't buffed anyone. The White Guard is a film, and it's long live our people, united and free. Cool. Is this a multiplayer? No, this is just me versus the AI. How's our party popularity? Yeah, we're presumably, we're authoritarian Democrats. Oh god, didn't choose a national focus. Because there are none available. That's okay then. We can't do this until summer 36. So we're just going to mass up some political power to begin with. That's okay. Agricultural crisis. Oh, they betrayed our peasants. That is so annoying. That is very annoying. How dare they? Minus 200 political power. We might go into low stability. That sucks. Well, all the more reason to go red then, I think. Gives loads of political power, which is nice. Faith and nation. What's this? The Faith and Nation. Supported by the church, the population of southern and eastern Ukraine, and many officers, this movement could provoke instability in some parts of the country. That's not so good. I would like an event where if the Ukraine destabilizes, the Crimean anarchist state sets up. Yeah, that would be cool. Someone returns from Africa. Check your private messages from Souls. Let me have a look here. That's really good, yeah. I like it. Could you add on Irish Revenge campaign as the title, or just Irish Revenge as the capital, please, Souls? But that looks awesome. Souls is making a thumbnail for our Island Kaiserreich campaign. Yeah, that looks really funny. So we could just leave at any time, but that seems a bit cheap. So we're going to do it by event, I think. We can't justify it at the moment. Do we have any cores? Like, do we have a core here? No, we have to do our focuses to actually get the claims. Okay. There aren't any Crimean cores, are there? No. An ideologist of Ukrainian nationalism has been deported from Galicia. Why isn't he giving us bonuses then? Why is he hurting us? That is unfortunate. We've already lost considerable support in the east with this guy. Okay. So our political situation is not great. Khrushchev criticizes the Ukrainian government. Extreme measures sounds like Bolshevism. But we are going red, so. Can you post links? Yes, you can, Palo. I mean, if you post inappropriate links, then you'll get banned, but, you know, I trust you not to do that. Not like it's this negative political power, I must say. Our future. The king barely controls the country, and peasants loyal to the hetman land reforms. Downfall of stability. Syndicalists mobilize the supporters all over the country. Various political movements struggle for power in the country. We will have to choose who will lead Ukraine in the future. Ukraine has not yet died. So we're going to do our future. So I think we should go straight into this stuff. Yeah. It's going to mean our political power goes up a lot slower, but this focus tree gives a lot of political power. So, oh yes, we should have checked our focus. Sorry, our spirits before we started here. Hetman's army, which gives us 25% less political power, 20% less recovery rate, 0.7 less group population, 20% less political power from the Russian language, and 25% factory output and 10% production efficiency cap from Black Monday. Wow, those are really negative. Just get annexed by Russia and then starve to death because Stalin doesn't like you. Stalin who? Russia is a glorious paternal autocratic state. And Stalin is long dead. Revolution in Siam. It was successful this time. Last time I saw that it was a civil war. Rifles and carbines is a devoted story about the struggle between the Russian right forces and the forces of the Ukrainian kingdom. Stop writing books that kill my political power. It's not good. It's not good at all. If it's not porn, you can't post it. And it's not at all how that works. Social reform achieves Italian majority. Does that mean they went kind of liberal? No. Not at all. What's your opinion on the change of the picture for the leader of Georgia? I have no opinion. I don't remember what it was before. It looks fine to me, so that's my honest opinion. Where are the Russian minorities in Crimea and Donetsk? Minority in Crimea? It's majority in Crimea. I mean, it is today. I doubt it's gone up since this point in history. Although perhaps it was changed by the alternate timeline, of course. Are you in the US or Europe? You mean in real life? Oh, hang on. Okay. Khrushchev's speech. As one of the few Democrats in the Rada, wields an extremely powerful influence over the Ukrainian peasantry. He has taken advantage of our troubles in a recent speech where he called openly for sweeping land reforms, an extension to the electoral franchise, and an end to landlord dominance in the countryside. These demands were extremely popular among the lower classes, and are giving them dangerous ideas, but we can use Khrushchev and allow him to start some reforms in the economy which are unpopular among the landlords, and we want to do anyway. Cool, okay, so Germany, Austria, Hungary, White Lithuania dislike us. Georgia, France, Britain, and Italy love us. We get 200 political power, and we switch to the syndicalists, and they get 40% party popularity, which probably changes our flag. Let's see. Yes, we are now just a plainer flag. We are now syndicalists, which is very cool. All right, let's go towards the Popular Front. Nice, which means we can justify wars at 25% world tension now, which is excellent. Alright, sorry, I missed in chat. Are you in the US or in Europe? I personally, like where I live, I'm in Europe. But obviously, in this game, you know, we're also in Europe. Mario is a dirty capitalist. All he does is collect coins. Reform the Soviet Union. Hell no. Oh, they are still having a civil war in Siam. Cool. We're not going to reform the Soviet Union. The Russians are our ancient enemy. Just because we have some superficial ideological similarities doesn't mean we're going to join them. Come on. Be reasonable. So what do you reckon? Is we should set some autosaves. Yeah, monthly seems good. When we leave the which one is it? Oh, none of these actually leave. Okay, it's down here that we actually leave Mitteleuropa. Okay. When we leave Mitteleuropa, I wonder if Germany will try and go against us. I may just stay neutral in the Weltkrieg and just have some fun. Will you stay with Germany? Hell no. No, 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 no. We tried staying with Germany, and they didn't help us out in our time of economic need, so I'm afraid we have to go away from them now. He's going dirty commie. Gone. But we've still got this guy. Habsburg Lothringen? Cool. We have the Habsburg line on our throne. That's interesting. Well, if when we demand Galicia, they should just give it to us then. Come on. For friend and family. Count Christo PMs. Yeah, very good. I like it, Souls. That looks brilliant. Thank you. Non-monarchist. Puke. Inherit Austria. Yeah, we just have to wait for them to have a heir with a weak claim. And then we might be able to do that. Alright, Popular Front. That's good. Plenty of political power now. Do we want to solve the language issue? It's crushing our political power. So, yeah, that seems worth it. Let's settle this. Marry with Austria so we can PU them. Yeah, yeah. We might have to improve relations a bit first. Offer them some military access, that kind of thing. Have a baby with one leg and two heads. That does sound like the Habsburgs. Christo, what do you think about Catalonia? I think any government that occupies an area which does not wish to be occupied by that government should be treated as an occupying force. Which I would never really support. Any significantly sized area. Like, I wouldn't count a couple of houses. But anywhere with a decent population that wants independence should be given independence. Otherwise, the idea of consent, rule by consent doesn't work. Your best thumbnail this Monday. Yeah, fair enough. Texas. If Texas wanted independence, they should be allowed to have independence. They don't, as a matter of fact. Decent population. Wales? Yeah, sure, Wales. I mean, Wales wouldn't vote for independence if they had a vote. They could have a vote if they wanted to have a vote. Yeah, decent population would be a grey area. I think Chechnya? Yeah, Chechnya also probably wouldn't vote for independence. I'm not sure what a decent population would count. Second American Civil War kicking off there. Probably 200,000? Language issue. Okay, make Russian the second official state language or arrest them. I think that's fine. Sure. We can be, we're tolerant syndicalists. I know that seems a bit like an oxymoron, but definitely going to need limited conscription to try and get some more manpower coming in. Oh, sorry, my battery's dying on my laptop. Give me a second. No, not Chechnya. No, not. What about Chechnya? I don't think Chechnya would vote for independence if they were given a vote. I mean, they wouldn't want to step outside Russia's protection. Issue with Catalonia is it's not certain if the majority of Catalonia would go for independence, as Madrid interrupted the vote. Yes, that's true. Although I think they have democratically elected a government that votes for that wants independence. A regional government with a majority, I think. Do they have a majority? National syndicalist protest. They don't like the idea to allow the Russian language. No, I'm afraid we're going to stick with the Russian with allowing the Russian language. We could do with a head of military intelligence. He's going to want to be a syndicalist. Don't have any. Okay. A good industrial company. That's pretty spectacular. Yeah, let's have that. The last... Since Texas has the largest percentage of the US Army, they may be able to anyway, or the US will be able to cling to them like France clings to colonies. Your percentage control of the army in the US doesn't make much difference in a military conflict, because conventional warfare is no longer a thing. They did ratify independence in the Senate. Do you mean Catalonia, or who? Who are you talking about? Let's do these slightly ahead of time here. You're worried because your co-worker is in Barcelona this week, and I hear there's a bunch of riots in Catalonia. Yeah, there's been very few serious injuries so far, so he's almost certainly fine. You're Spanish, so I can answer Catalonian questions if you want. Okay, where do you live in Spain? And what's your opinion on Catalonian independence? They ratified an illegal declaration of independence. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't care what an occupying force says about the legality of the people trying to get independence. It doesn't matter in the slightest to me. Legal by the Constitution and the Catalonian Constitution. The Catalonian Constitution, which is obviously allowed to exist only at the behest of the Spanish government. If the Catalonians could write up the constitution that they wanted, then it would not be illegal by the Catalonian. There's no such thing as a legal declaration of independence. That's not true. Souls. There would have been there's scenarios in which places have been allowed to declare independence legally. Occupying force. You may have missed me say it earlier, Paolo, but I think that any area where the majority want independence and the government doesn't give it to them, they are occupying the area. How else would you describe it? You're not controlling the area by the consent of the people. Therefore, you're occupying it. Is 3 million people for an area big enough? Yes, easily. I was thinking like 200,000. I think the UK has a legal independence declaration, doesn't it? Like Scotland and Wales. Well, they didn't actually go independent, so they're not exactly examples of legal independence because it didn't happen. The thing is, they're not the majority. Then why ban the referendum? Why ban the referendum, and why do they have a majority in the parliament? I think they are a majority, Paolo. If the Spanish government thought they weren't a majority, they'd allow the referendum to go ahead and then have a mandate to prevent independence. Who would win, Ottoman Empire or Nazi Germany? Are you high? Obviously, the Nazi Germany would crush them. There must be some trick question to this, Ginger Gaming. What are you talking about? Kosovo declares independence and everything's fine. Kosovo did not... Everything was not fine when Kosovo declared independence. There was a war. A big one. Minister supports his ideology. We will try and reverse his efforts. Ottomans have better cavalry. The Germans have armoured cavalry. Liberator leaders are usually opportunists. Well, you have to be opportunists when you're faced by a superior opponent. Nothing was fine when Kosovo declared independence. It was almost World War III. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but it was pretty freaking bad. Only 40% of people went to vote, and of them, 90% voted for independence. Right, so of those who voted, they were not a majority of the electorate. No. But that's not how votes work. In England, let me check. Okay. UK 2016 election. In the UK general election, 2017 election, percentage of people that voted for the Conservatives were 36.8%. And that was very nearly a majority of government. You don't... Second International Congress. Yeah, sure, we'll go. It doesn't if you don't show up to vote, you're an idiot. And you should just... If you don't show up to vote... And which is the reason, I don't care if people in England don't show up for vote, because that just means I get more votes, effectively. Referendum wasn't watched by an external observer. No, because the occupying force of the area tried to prevent them from having the election. In my mind, the Spanish government should have taken a look to their more civilised neighbours to the north. So England doesn't always work. What? Ah, that's annoying. So now we have to do this focus to get rid of that crisis. They should have looked to the more civilised government to the north and noticed how the UK dealt with their independence movement in Scotland. You let them vote and you argue your case, rather than using your control over the courts to make it illegal. What's the plan for this gameplay? We're going to kill... Ooh, what's this? The Spark and Tide. I don't know what that does. We're going to kill this lot. We're going to restore Ukraine to glory. We're going to become independent. It's going to be brilliant. We are also a kingdom that's syndicalist. French, civilised. I was talking about the UK, actually. Kaiser. The French are not good at dealing with their independence movements. For example, Brittany. There's an independence movement in Brittany. It's not a majority of the population, but it's illegal to advocate for the Breton? That's it. The Breton independence movement is illegal in France. You're not allowed to advocate for it. I got told off by a policeman. Alright, face the Ukrainian monarchy. The poor love Khrushchev but hate the king. Long live the Republic. 40% more. Ooh, and we leave Mitteleuropa. That's pretty good. Well, we're not going to Social Democrats, of course. That's 200 political power, which sucks. But, yeah. Long live the Republic. Boom. The Socialist Republic of Ukraine. And we're independent. Alright. The primary threat suddenly became Germany. So... Oh, I've left Facebook open in the background. Sorry. There we go. So let's mass men on our Mitteleuropean border. We are going to deal with the collectivization to get rid of that crisis. Let's put just a couple of men on the Russian border. They've gone national populist, which I think makes them go more aggressive, but I'm not sure. We will want field hospitals. Brittany is basically Wales. They are quite similar, yes. Attempted a military coup. What? German agitators, with the help of reactionary officers and part of our armed forces, have launched a coup against our government and are trying to restore pro-German regime. Man. Red militias defend the capital. Another minus 200 political power. Germany. How dare you? That's not good. So, because we declared independence and went socialist, Germany's declared war on us. This might be a short campaign. Finally, they leave. Get rid of the German advisors. We have some spare infantry equipment, but no spare artillery. We have got some spare engineers, though. So let's see if we can train some more of these. I didn't expect that, I must admit. I was too distracted by talking about Catalonia. Alright, well, I mean... do your best, boys. Let's see if we can hold off Mitteleuropa, shall we? If Catalonia says we want to be free and the Spanish... Oh, sorry, I've missed too much in the chat. Brittany's basically Wales. I saw that! You're not wrong. I know the history. Make a wall of guns and grind them down. That is the strategy, yes. Okay, they called in White Ruthenia. Big mistake. We're going to rush capitulate White Ruthenia. Going to see if we can push in here really quickly. Because if we can push up to here, it'll be easier to hold than this long front here. We'll have to keep an eye on Poland. If they try and join Mitteleuropa, we're going to need to know. The outcome's fine. Neither good nor bad. That's fine. France wants to send volunteers? Nope. Minsk? More like Myinsk. Oh dear. Pin them there. And make progress again. This border is pretty nice. Mostly woods, so... Also, we can just push in, take these two provinces, capitulate, what is this? Lithuania, and then maybe encircle a bunch of German troops. But we need to keep a very close eye on the Kingdom of Poland. If they join Mitteleuropa, it suddenly opens up a new front. Could be a big problem. the Joseon Kingdom was annexed, so Japan regained control over their Korean territories. Nod to the 50k German deaths to 0 Italian deaths in Christo's Italy game. That was fun. But we haven't had nearly as long to get prepared. So I don't think it'll go that well this time. But we'll see. We shall see. Okay. When is Japan not broken? They're quite strong in this mod. By the way, if this all comes crashing down, would you like me to try again, or would you like me to play something else? And I'm happy. I'm open to any and all suggestions. So. Oh, we haven't done trench warfare yet. It's an outrage. Japan's a bit better since the patches. Is it? I remember it was broken in a multiplayer when someone tried to play it recently. So this war might leave us horribly overpowered because Germany's got these... where's their... Have they already gotten rid of the whole of the Black Monday? That's not good. If we're the only ones suffering from Black Monday in this war, I'm less pleased with the situation than I was a moment ago. Cody says, "Pub, I need a teammate." Don't worry, I will play pub with you after the stream, but not on stream because I can't stream pub. My internet is not good enough. Japan in this mod has a broken focus tree last time I tried. Ah, it was you. Okay, cool. Minecraft, not Minecraft, not today. It will come, but not today. I find it very hard to motivate myself to play Minecraft because I know it will just be dull. There goes White Ruthenia. Good. I'm going to keep taking land as long as they let me. Because, you know, why not? If Russia goes against me now, I'm going to be mad. But they haven't done their foreign policy thing yet. And they can't do their European direction for a while. So, we'll see. Let's try and cross this river while they're in low org. Just keep pushing. Downfall in stability. Yeah, our stability's not so great. We might have to stop taking focuses. Where is the Ming campaign? I'm going to record some tomorrow. I recorded some Ireland today. I'm going to record some Ming tomorrow. I've been away since for like the last 5 days. Which is why there has been no progress on my many projects. Tomorrow is Ming and Hoi 3. I need to record. Some well-trained Lithuanians here, but hopefully we can pin them and just sneak in. We're 80% national unity, so it won't be easy. And the Germans are starting to show up in force. We might have to start taking them seriously. Yes, I think it's time to take the Germans seriously. In other words, defend. Although if we could just take Villainous, this whole thing could be expedited. People re. Yes. What's your point? I see their re's. Take the Germans seriously. Yeah, what's wrong with taking the Germans seriously? Foundation of the Belgrade Pact down there. Interesting. We are fine as the world burns. It's supposed to be please. Please, people re? What are you what are you talking about? Oh, as in me, please re. No. I'm alright, thank you. If you haven't heard Christo's re, it's hilarious, is it? I'll take your word for it. Just cancel these. Let's put another infantry in the inf ones. And let's make it clear which the inf ones are. Oh, we made all of them inf ones. Nice, nice, nice. When people don't take Germans seriously, world wars begin. That's one way of looking at it. Alright, let's just hold this border for a moment. Oh, but if they're going to do something silly like that, how can I resist? We've still got this awful Hetman's army, which really sucks. No, it's just entrenched. We've got a nice border. We're low on supplies, artillery especially. Here, France, I don't want your all that stuff. I just need artillery. No. Obviously reinforcements are top priority. Let's slightly increase artillery production. Have we finished level 10 infrastructure anyway yet? Yes. Right, let's start on that then. We still on partial mobilization is not too bad. Downfall in stability, yeah, we're at very low stability. Oh god. Souls, come on. Here they come. Oh god. That's not good. This is what I'm talking about stupid fighting strength calculations. It's missing 18 artillery, 62% strength. Yeah, that sounds right. I'm going to send a substantial force down to deal with them. Bye-bye, Odessa. Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to deal with that. Good. Good opportunity to retreat back across this river. Should hold. I'd like to push them out of this tile, but not with 8 of them standing there. Yeah, they're not moving, as suspected. Good. How do they get here? This is neutral. How did they get here? Excuse me? They have military access to the Ottoman Empire. Right. Enemy ships prevalent 75 to 88. Right, never mind. Thrust through Morocco. Kaiser, what are you talking about? There is 100% reinforcement rate, remember, so the AI's pushes will be stronger than normal. Attack me here again so I can withdraw a tile. Or possibly push Vilnius. Yeah, I think I will withdraw from this tile. No, we'll hold it. We can probably hold it. Yeah, as suspected, they didn't deploy nearly enough men on that naval invasion to be a credible threat. In which case we won't defend our ports, and then we'll just go in as needed to repulse naval invasions. We don't have the men. Well, actually, there's only 2 ports. Okay, yeah, we will just do port defences. So one of you go defend that one. Okay, got rid of that crisis. We are going to keep doing these focuses because they give us slightly more political power than just doing no focus. And I imagine they trigger events and that kind of stuff. You could probably get away with just putting a fleet on the Black Sea. There are now no enemy ships present, but they have a fleet and they can get it here, so no, we would not be okay with that. There we go, wipe them out. Good. One of you stay there. Foreign policy expansionism. That's not so great. I was hoping to get these guys as the thing. 22% world tension, despite this glorious war. 14,000 casualties so far. That's more than I'd like, to be honest. So what's the situation, says Lonely? Well, we're the Socialist Republic of Ukraine. We're at war with Mitteleuropa. And, yeah, we're holding. Everything's pretty good so far. You know, they outnumber us a little bit. But the Ukrainian people will stay strong. Why not? We're already at negative 300 political power. Our political power is our main problem right now. If we're being realistic. I'm not sure what our solution to that is. Our focuses will help. We're going to get another research slot from our focuses too. Crete is rightful Ukrainian clay. Isn't that the damn truth? That's a problem. I think I will pull back from here, just because there's no need to defend a tile that can be attacked from 3 directions if we can avoid it. Luke says, I want this game. It is brilliant. I would want it if I didn't have it. What's stopping you, Luke? Can you not afford it, or you don't have a computer to run it, or what? Good luck, says Aturic. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's cycle out one of these guys. Counterattack, maybe? It's a potential. No. Maybe. It's very close. Should be able to push in there. Enough Minecraft stuff, Kaiser. He's an aspiring pirate. Who is? And when you say pirate, do you mean in the ye olde sense, the Somalian sense, or the G2A sense? We do just need more freaking artillery. Next factory goes to artillery as well. As soon as we finish Red Hetman, we can actually start doing some of these different ones. Like the new. Oh, we can do this already. Nice. Oh, that's just okay. We should probably do that one pretty soon. Ooh, 2 bonuses for Grand Battle Plan. Pretty nice. We should focus on fighting in the Belarusian area. How are our losses here? 3-1, not bad. Disrupted some of their bombers, no doubt. Let's see if we can push these guys out of our nice little line here. Christo the commie pirate, excuse me. G2A is not piracy, it's a bit of a dick move, but it's not piracy. No, it's not piracy, it's often worse. Credit card fraud and that kind of thing. They don't regulate their sellers, basically. So it's everything. Gotta go, guys. See you, Kaiser. Thanks for joining us. Oof, oof, it's close. I think, against my better judgment, we accept these volunteers, because this front is, we shouldn't have switched them all over when we didn't have enough artillery. God, especially when we're making 1.2 per day. How long till our next factory? Months. Month. Another naval invasion, but this one shall be repelled with no big issue. Why refuse volunteers? Because volunteers, when they launch attacks, and they launch, stupid attacks, because they're controlled by the AI, your men automatically support attack in defense of them, and you can't stop that. There's no don't support attack function, and I'm going to write that down. Let me not support attack to help my allies. Okay. Because basically what that means is, let's say you're just holding a front against an enemy. You're just holding the front, and then you'll occasionally look and, oh, why are all my divisions in this tile and this tile? Well, to make it more realistic, this tile and this tile on 0 organization. It's because they just supported a pointless attack that a volunteer started against this tile, and they supported attacks in, which leaves you open to big counterattacks. And of course it ramps up casualties for no benefit. Basically, if you have volunteers, you're allowing the AI partial control over when and where your men launch assaults. And if you know me, you know, and if you've watched me for a while, you know what a terrible idea it is to allow the AI to have control, any control, over when and where your men attack. Let's do ahead of time infantry equipment. Seems valuable right now. Pulling back a bit here just so we're defending more forests. And a forest that can be attacked from less directions. There's Red Hetman. Take a loan from Germany. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Maybe we go down these to get the production efficiency cap. Can't do that till January of next year. New Army of Ukraine, don't know what that does. But we're obviously going to want to do Encircled Nation. Yeah, I think we need to get rid of Hetman's army. That's really hurting us right now. Yeah, the situation here is bad. Might be able to push them straight back out. We shall see. When the Spanish take the Maginot Line and kill all your divisions, or before you can go around. That is annoying. 4 divisions coming to France, 4 divisions from Britain. Come on. No, don't attack there. Yes, you need the ability, you should have the ability to turn off support attacks. Like, just don't, none of these guys are allowed to support attack. You should be angry at banks that it's so easy to steal credit card information. It will always be doable to steal credit card information because it's computer technology, information technology. Hacking is inevitable. I think you should be angry at the criminals rather than the victims, honestly. Don't start with victim blaming on me. That's not what I mean. But it just seems odd to be. See, look, so he's going to attack here, then I'm going to support attack. Not this time. Good. Manpower's not looking so hot. Internet is always hackable. Yes, that's what I was saying. Free military factories. It's got to be artillery, I think. Just about holding. Taking a lot of casualties doing it, though. I don't believe that I say this, but at least be a good communist and join the Internationale. Hell no. Hell no. We stand alone and fall before we seek aid and survive. We're not having AI allies. It's a ludicrous idea. Even if I have to hold this river. Fall back to avoid being encircled. The Germans seem to be able to get rid of their Black Monday a lot quicker these days. Not sure I'm a fan of that. Yeah, see, this is the other thing that's bad about these. It's just confusing. Because I see this attack, and now one of my guys, might support in, or it looks like I'm losing a fight. I'm like, what's going on? I'm losing a fight, but no, it's just the volunteers. And that mentality lost Ukraine the Crimea. What, defending behind a river? I believe that was another example of self-determination of peoples, actually. Yeah, Plains provinces are not going to be the best. Just creating Lebensraum. Yeah. The Germans seem a bit keen on that as well at the moment. We will fall alone before standing with aid. Oh, that one. Right. That's not the Ukrainian position on Crimea. They asked for help. They got some help. It's just that, thankfully, NATO wasn't willing to go to war to prevent the self-determination of peoples, which is enshrined in the UN Charter. I think it's reasonable that people would live in Russia rather than Ukraine. Western media is disgustingly biased. I mean, the second point doesn't follow from the first. Like, the fact that Western media is biased doesn't mean you should want to stay in the Ukraine. But yes, it's not surprising people wouldn't want to stay in the Ukraine. Oh, God. It's a problem. I'm not saying it's not. I don't think they can go after us for a while, though, even though this makes us dislike them. If they do, we lose.
Western media is very biased, but, like, I mean, it's not like Russia's a great place, anyway. Or very well behaved. RIP. Possibly. Kaiser can make him step back. Yeah, but Kaiser is involved in a little skirmish of his own. You should talk to people in the Ukraine about how much more they'd like to live in Russia. I wasn't talking about people in the Ukraine. I was talking about people in the Crimea. I don't think any German was complaining when Saarland decided it wanted to belong to Germany instead of France in the 50s. That is true. One of the few plebiscites that didn't have interference suspicions around it, as I recall. 120 days before we get all our artillery. New Army of Ukraine, nice. Yep, Grand Battle Plan bonuses. Yeah, I mean, if Russia goes against us, what am I going to do? Like, I could try something, but, I mean, it'll just be a bit ridiculous. It takes them a long time to do these direction ones, though, I think. No, it's just 70 days, alright. Play pub? No, I think we may stream some more, even if I lose, but we'll see. You're back! Welcome back, Paolo. How are you doing? Where'd you go again? Russia's justifying on us, by the way, Paolo. I happen to have a Ukrainian wife, and I know a thing or two about how much Ukrainians love Russia. During and after the vote. There were some suspicions about the fact that there were plenty of suspicions about the fact that the vote was tampered with, but there was no dispute over whether or not the majority of Ukrainians wanted to union with Russia. We'd have dinner. Fair enough, fair enough. Ukrainian partisans in eastern Galicia. That's not good. Oh wait, they're in eastern Galicia. Yeah, sure. Here, have some manpower. I don't want to lose 200 political power. I know that there are plenty of Ukrainians that don't want Crimea to have union with Russia. Souls, obviously. But then the Ukrainians had a revolution which overthrew a democratically elected government. A democratically elected government that was pro-Russia. So, I mean, the track record isn't that good. There was one outside observer that said the vote was legit, all others said it was a fraud. You're right. There are many people that say the vote was a fraud, and the vote probably was a fraud. However, there is no one that says that the most people in the Crimea don't want union with Russia. Everybody knows that most people in the Crimea do want union with Russia, whether or not the vote was a fraud. That's my point. It doesn't matter if the vote was a fraud if most of them want union with Russia. The reason the vote had to be a fraud is that a legitimate vote would not be allowed by NATO, or by the Ukraine. By the Ukraine, which had just overthrown a legitimate government. Hey, only back onto low stability. Nice. Are you going to come kill me soon, Russia? Can we have a vote, Russia? It was an illegal annexation. As I said with Catalonia, I don't care what the law is. International law is just what the people with the big sticks say. And if the person with the slightly smaller stick, i.e. Russia, manages to get their way and what they get is the democratic will of the people concerned, that's what matters. I mean, no, the Western NATO powers never respect international law when it gets in their way, and they're all about Western international law when it gets in Russia's way or Syria's way. It's like, but yeah, war with Iraq, go for it. Doesn't matter that you didn't get the proper UN resolution. Coming from a lawist, I'm not a lawist. Encircled nation. Let's get the extra research slot. Catalonia lost all legitimacy by not having a turnout above 50%. I don't think that matters. If you choose not to vote, that's your democratic right, in my opinion. Whatever Australia says. You're allowed not to vote. That just means you don't get a say. And then those that do choose to have a say, get their say. Hey, trench warfare, nice. Vote round encountered by foreign military does not equal vote round encountered by local government. Souls,
What are you not hearing? Those who are there now, for sure, all others were thrown out. What are you smoking? You think they deported tens of thousands of people to Crimea in, like, a couple of weeks before they had a vote? Make the specific claim, Souls. Do you think that the majority of people in the Crimea want union with Russia or not? I mean... And yeah, Crid TV, the vote in Catalonia, I mean, the Spanish government was directly trying to interfere with how many people could vote. So you can hardly hold against the Catalonians that how many people voted too much. They did that during the Soviet era. Who do you mean by they? They did what, sorry? Do you know that if the bunkers on the German-French border still exist? I'll check. Yes. Level 4 on the French, level 3 on the German. 3 and 2 on the German. But they might be building them. Or they might have already got them through focuses, so I'm afraid I don't know about that. Haven't gone against me yet. They haven't got a war goal against me. That's good. We're bleeding in this war, but they're bleeding twice as fast, so we should eventually be able to pull this around. Execute Order 66 on Romania. Zoom said no today. Excuse me? Soviets moved a lot of ethnic Russian populations around. Yes, that's true. Christo, what do you think about historical claims? They don't matter at all. Well, I don't know. They might matter for a couple of years. Basically, they don't matter at all. Soviets genocided and exiled Crimean natives. Oh, they still exist today? I don't know. Lots of pillboxes still exist around the British coast. Like, not in historical areas, just where they've been left. So I imagine some exist today. The Soviets genocided and exiled Crimean natives. Yes, that's true. And that sucks for the Crimean natives. And obviously, you know, any safe person, if you're safe, then, you know, no, any sane person, you know, would wish that hadn't happened. But it did happen. You can't say, well, the Anglo-Saxons killed a lot of Norse people in Northumberland, and if they hadn't done that, maybe there'll be enough Norse people in Northumberland to vote to be part of Norway. So Northumberland should be part of Norway. It's not how it works. You think at the time of annexation, 98% of the people were not for Russian annexation? No, that's just nonsense. Souls. After 25 years, claims should be dropped. EU4, lol. Souls, that's just wrong. It's not even close to right. Do you need to do both of them for this? No, let's do infantry equipment. I think is it 25 years that claims go away after? I can't remember. I think it's different in... oh god, we're out of manpower. Do we need any of this stuff? I guess some extraction would go wrong. Okay, no longer funding partisans in Poland. That's good. Got some really terrible modifiers as Ukraine. But it looks like we are going to be able to hold this line until the Russians go against us. I mean, 98% is not accurate. Not that 2% were for. Ah, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood you. Yes, you're absolutely right. I wouldn't be surprised if it's much lower than 98%. My point is, if it's higher than 50 point... No. You know, if it's any number greater than 50%, then what the Russians did should be allowed. Justifying on us again? Are they? That's not a justification on me. Oh, maybe it's someone else. Ironguard Romania. Nationalise the oil industry? That doesn't sound like a justification against me. Maybe it somehow thinks I'm still in the Entente, and therefore this doing something against the German Empire means that it counts as justification against me? Well, we can't fight both of them, so I guess we should at least put some men on the border. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We should at least put some men there in case they go against us. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's still 5. One of you. Nobody expects a crime in annexation. Everything should be decided by populist vote. No. No, absolutely not. Only the self-determination of people should be decided by populist vote. In my ideal world, everything else would be worked out by a proportionally representative government which had an indirect democracy similar to the UK's, but with proportional representation. That would lead to real bad things real fast. I absolutely agree, Paolo. I only think that for the deciding which nation you exist, that an area exists in, not for basically anything else. Anyone know if they're actually justifying on me with this nationalise the oil industry thing? Are you a commie? No, I'm not a commie. Well, define commie. By the ideas of like 1915 Russia, I'd probably be a commie, in that I think that like maybe you shouldn't be allowed to have kids work for 18 hours a day. But no. Yeah, we need to pull back here. I don't think historical claims are ever justified. Historical claims to the area. It doesn't matter if your country owned something a while ago. Like, does England really have a claim to a quarter of the world? No. Obviously not. Why would they? Just because they owned it before. Doesn't matter. 20% of the original pop and historical claims are sent to suppression. Then they have a claim to 20% of the land. Preferably the bit they already own. That's not communism, that's common sense and human rights. In 1915, common sense and human rights would definitely have come under communism. It really doesn't look like they're justifying on me. I mean, it's still justifying against me, apparently. Well, I guess I better leave some men on the border. That sucks, because it's weakening our friends up here. How is this winnable? Making them bleed enough that they run out of equipment? Stalling till France declares war on them? That kind of thing. But honestly, at this point, you know, the stream is a bit of an excuse just to chat to you, chat. So you think the Armenian and Greek claims are not legit? Yes, they're nonsense. It doesn't matter if you own something historically. It matters, to me, what the people of a region want. If people of a region want to be in one government, they should be in that government. It's simple. How's it winnable? Christo power. Sounds about right. Planes are going down, but they're making them pay, disrupting a lot of bombers. We are losing ground, though, which is not good. We haven't got very good defensive lines. This was the next kind of actual good one, but it's still not that good. I really wish I could stop garrisoning that front. We're almost going to get rid of that 20% thing, though. Listen here, this is the next German invasion plan for Poland. First, millions of Germans will migrate to former German lands. Since we have the majority, we vote, then Anschluss. Sounds good. That's what they did with Czechoslovakia and Austria. They didn't emigrate millions of people to Austria. Christo, have you seen the turmoil in Iraqi Kurdistan? Yes. Kurdistan declared independence, and they should get it. But of course, the US never cares about the self-determination of people when it's their ally that's losing people, losing land. China could very easily, quote-unquote, annex a very large portion of the world if they just paid people to move to countries in mass quantities. No, they couldn't, because the places wouldn't take them. I mean, what would happen if China paid 20 million Chinese people to migrate to Wales? UK would say, no. What country would let that happen, though? Exactly. This is not looking good, guys. We're going to fall back. It's going to hurt. We're also going to take the men off this border. Anyone not currently in a fight, get yourselves a new border. Doesn't have to happen overnight. I don't think England could quietly, without noticing, obtain a Chinese majority. Personally. Do it over 50 years. You're also suggesting that people from China would remain loyal to the Chinese government even after emigrating and, 50 years later, which I don't believe is true. Hopefully we're going to be able to hold this new front, or we're pretty doomed. That's what happened to Eastern Ukraine. And Eastern Ukraine, then the Ukrainians were dumb. I don't know if it's fair to say that's happened in Ukraine. I mean, the line between Russians and Ukrainians is pretty blurred, considering Ukraine is a country that's only existed for, what? How long has Ukraine existed? Plus, Ukraine hasn't had a... Nowhere, apart from Crimea, has had such a vote, have they? Yeah, what matters is not historically who's owned an area. What matters is who lives there now. Because those people that live there now are the people that have to live with the government that ends up controlling them. Read my chat messages. Those Chinese would be told you just came from China. Go back if you care that much. It might be. I'm sorry. There's quite a few people in chat today, Cody. I may miss messages. We're not going to win this, boys. I'm sorry to say. Dutchman left declare war on Portugal. But this is going to be a lost run. I don't think there's anything I can do, realistically, to hold these guys off. You missed the last 7. God, I'm sorry. According to the Ukrainians, Ukraine existed for ages, and they were under Polish occupation. I don't know. That's not how nations work. Hang on, I'm going to Google this. Ukraine. That's like saying the nation of Cornwall has existed for the last 700 years. It's just that the UK's been occupying them. It's just not true. Right, so there was interwar Soviet Ukraine, which was then reintegrated into the Soviet Union, and then it got independence on the breakup of the Soviet Union. Yeah. There you go. But before that, I mean, they were Russians. We need more manpower, so I think we have to start deleting units. Free Cornwall. I know that's how it works, that's just how they say. Fair enough, Salts, fair enough. I'm not necessarily saying you're wrong when I respond so aggressively to a comment like that. I mean, whatever you just said is wrong, whether or not it's your opinion. History of Slovenia, occupied by Austria since forever, gained independence in 1991. Rich history. Nice. We're in trouble here, lads. This is not good. The plane's still in the right area. Mostly. They've called Ireland in. Come on, France. France, declare war on them. Please. It's the only chance. Any more Hoi 3 series? Yes, I'm going to record some tomorrow. Ukraine got allies? No. Wait, this Ukraine or modern Ukraine? Modern Ukraine is courting ties with the West, I believe. They're not part of NATO, though. So what's next? Don't know. I do not know what I'll play next. We could experiment with pub. See if it's possible to stream pub. I don't imagine many of you would want to watch that, though, much as I like playing it, so I perhaps won't do that to you. Oh god, we have to fall back again! This is real bad. This is real bad, chat. Have I told you guys that my my ex-girlfriend's mother was a Serbian nationalist? I had to bite my tongue at the dinner table a couple of times. It's fun times. I visited their hometown in Serbia, and they had a... Oh god, did we just get overrun? They had a memorial in the city centre to the victims of UN aggression. You step in to try and stop people committing genocide. That's aggression, apparently. Norway's history. Denmark, Sweden, Denmark, Sweden, Denmark. Hey, independence. Nope, Sweden. Hey, honey, by the way. Croatia existed formally in 1925 to 1848. Really? As part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. What was it? Like I mean, what's the name? Was it some like a semi-autonomous region within the Austrian Empire, and then later the Austro-Hungarian Empire? Wait, when was the Austro-Hungarian Empire? Was that after 1848? I'm not sure. Foreign experience. Almost reorganized the army. Just in time. This is less than ideal. Alright, fall back again. What's our national unity? 58%. Yeah, we're going to capitulate relatively soon. There's one victory point there. One there. There's 30 there. Yeah, if that falls, we lose. I'm pretty sure. So let's make some plays here. How about this? It's such a long front that won't work. It's such open land here, but I think that's all we got. Oh, that's a bad retreat. They might get overrun now. You launch a simultaneous attack to pin them. Not good. Breakthrough incoming. Yeah. Ah, it happened anyway. Darn. Darn. It's not good. It shouldn't go there, actually. Just go down here. Dear darling, I almost beg you, can we please do something other than your channel than pub, please? Yes, absolutely. The reason there's only been pub on there recently is because I had a big backlog of pub, whereas I didn't have a backlog of everything else. So I haven't just been sitting there recording pub for days and not doing anything else. I've just been away, and hence not recording anything. So I didn't have anything to add to the list. But yes, non-pub arrives on the channel tomorrow. English history. Romans, I mean, you're not starting at the beginning. Romans, Germans, Danes, Norway, French, Norway, German, French, Danes, English, French, English, Scotland, UK... Sorry, French? Excuse me? US, bitch. Yeah, why not, Japan? All the other volunteers got overrun, apparently. Do something! No, that's the wrong thing. English equal Normans. That is not... correct. English equal Normans plus Anglo-Saxons, mostly, then maybe. The second French is 1066. Didn't you say Normans, though? Oh, you never said Normans, you just used French. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. That's not too far wrong. It's wrong, but it's not too far wrong. Danish just sounds like a deep throat, excuse me. Danish is so mucked up. Danish children learn to speak later because... Is that true? That's amazing if that's true. I hope that's true. That's really funny. Is it time? Is it time for full turtle strats? I think it is. And honestly, adopting such a strategy is almost the same as admitting complete defeat. Don't let them into our final pocket. Have we got any... No, no for these planes to go. Just keep them in reserves then. No! Get out! End siege time. Maybe. Ah, that's what I should have got a while ago. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, alright, alright. This is the new plan. These are the lines, boys. Fall of Barcelona. Topical. Play as Serbia. Nah, I've done that before. It's not that interesting. Serbia's quite a boring country to play in this mod, in my opinion. In single player, anyway. Maybe hold this one as well. Okay, what do you reckon? Can we hold this? I don't have high hopes, if I'm honest. Oh, right, yeah, you can get deleted, and I'll have the manpower back. You rush up here quick before you get encircled. Everyone supply some extra men for this defense here. NC Japan sounds fun. Yeah, I think that should be good. Barcelona fell to the dirty Spaniards. You need a Wunderwaffe to claim your Endsieg. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. No thanks, Japan. Croatia became a kingdom in 925 and in 1102 first union with Hungary. From that, in 1526, Austria. Union was abolished because there was a short-lived state, and then the first Yugoslavia, independent state of Croatia, and then Social Federal Republic of Croatia, and finally the Republic of Croatia. Cool. What was the difference between the Social Federal Republic and the Republic of Croatia? Was it just a small name change, or did they have like a big government upheaval, like with the Third and Fourth French Republic? Fourth and Fifth? Which republic is France on right now? Can't remember. Serbia declared war on Austria. Ballsy. Oh, hello, greater states of Austria, and hello, Poland. Things change while you're turtling. You don't even notice. During World War II, oil shortage was such an issue, many nations invented engines with enough HP to run on a small tank that ran entirely on dry wood. Seriously? You need allies. No. The army's reorganized. What are you talking about? This is just the beginning. Should we cooperate with France? No. Nope, 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 nope. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I refuse. Allies are for the weak. We will not have them. Like I said, horsepower. Like I said, we will die before we ally with the AI. The Social Federal Republic is Commie Yugoslavia. They only stopped being Communist Yugoslavia in 91. Really? Huh. I'm surprised that was so late. Yeah, just abandon our defense of this tile, actually. Really struggling to hold these planes. Our casualties are ramping up. Yeah, why not? But if they just keep focusing on these two tiles, I mean... The Germans could have used the rebellious Ukrainians in World War II to defeat the Soviets, instead treat them so badly. They hated the Germans more than the Russians and stopped rebelling and helped. Is that true? It's amazing. Dumb Germans. Yugoslavia... The Soviets fell apart in 1991. Wow, I thought it was much later than that. Sorry, much earlier than that. Clearly I need to brush up on my Cold War history. A lot cooler if the Nazis weren't Nazis but only hated the French. Yes. I don't know if cool is what most people look for in a world war. Brief. Perhaps. Kill Frenchies rather than Jews. It would have been quite a thing if they'd tried to enact a similar final solution against the French. That would have been horrifying. That was their plan for Slavs, I believe. A Jewish-style final solution, followed by a colonization of Eastern Europe. Well, I mean, them continuing to not take the East is rather useful to us. It's allowing us to continue production on all this stuff. But I can't imagine it'll last too long. Let's look at that battle. Where's the big one? The one that went on for ages? Must be here somewhere. Come on. There must be one big one, right? Well, there's 6,000. That's quite a lot. No? No one huge one. Must be that 6,000. That battle, I mean, the battle that just went on for ages with all the reinforcements we sent in. Soviet Russia was utter garbage. Biased on the point, as they made other countries garbage, including yours. Yes! Soviet Russia was kind of garbage. You're not wrong. They were very good at rapid industrialization near the beginning, at the cost of, a few million human lives, but they were very good at that. Loyal Slavs would work in German fields and do the lowest of jobs. I don't know if that's true. I'll take your word for it. We did get defensive doctrine, that's good. Ukrainian recovery, we're on the way, boys. It's going to cost 100 political power, though. Hopefully it'll give us something good. Christo, did you know that Denmark and Sweden hold the record in wars between two states? Really? No, I did not. That's very interesting. With most over Norway. I don't know why people have been so obsessed over this barren rock that I call home. Perhaps it's that black, goopy substance that makes you one of the richest countries in Europe. Probably not those days. In those days, though. Isn't Norway 50% snow and 50% depression? No, it's 49% snow, 50% depression, 1% Lambert. Norway has rich oil commies. 50% oil, 50% welfare. Yeah. I mean... oh, hello. I didn't notice. Going to France is killing Spain and Italy, apparently. Although, I mean, this is going to be very bad, their war against Germany. These mountains are going to make them bleed. Somehow Norway is the happiest country, I believe. They must have not included me in the vote. You Norwegians as well. Well, you're rich and, beautiful countryside. Not as much urbanization as some places. It probably helps. Where are you building this right now? Yes, that's not so good. Let's have some infrastructure here, please. Orthodox syndicalism by France. What's wrong with that? Orthodox, not as in the Orthodox Church. Orthodox doesn't mean the Eastern Christian Church. You know that, right? Yeah, rank number 1 in happiness, ATM. Stole it from Denmark. Did you actually? That's really funny if you did. I hope that's true. Norway, Denmark, Iceland, Switzerland. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. What should we do next? Ukrainian Navy? Hey, it gives 60 political power, but takes 70 days, so you know, it's just -10 overall. This gives infrastructure and building slots. Doesn't seem that useful. I mean, foreign policy, I guess. Spend isolation gives some okay buffs. If I'm ever reborn again, I swear to God, God sends me to the Middle East again, I'm going to cosplay as a Syrian immigrant. Germany is like last. The mighty Rock of Gibraltar has fallen. Oh, it's a much smaller province in this mod. That's sensible. Still not as small as it actually is. It should be like kind of doop. But still. Looks like the French are making some gains in the Alps. Commune of France. Oh, is this it? No. The agrarian revolt. Gandhi has stepped up. Oh no, he's elected to retire from public life. Because there's violence being committed in his name. You'd think you'd struggle if he was that against it to commit it in his name, but hey, they managed to do it for kings and things for years, so who knows. What the hell, France? I know France is blobbing out of control over here, which is good because they're going to go into Germany probably. Japan, clever on the German Empire, interesting move. Oh, which brought in Qing, interesting. Non-aggression pacts, why not? I mean, we're just going to sit here in our little pocket, to be honest. I should really turn these into aggressive plans, shouldn't I? Why can't I put a front line here? Excuse me? Excuse me? No. 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 Ah! It's that one. What is the matter with this thing? Oh, it's because it's 2 provinces wide, yeah. Fix your battle plan, Paradox. Please. Is Christos saved? Because of Japan? Hardly. Because of my own ingenuity in a minute? Possibly. Look at that Russian state. They're getting a bit big, aren't they? United States of Greater Austria, also pretty big. Puppeted Greece, somehow. Just waiting for this planning bonus, and then we're going to make some moves. Signed a white peace. Japan got all of their eastern possessions. See, Germany couldn't focus on it because they were fighting the mighty Ukraine. Oh, I can't do it. You have to be at peace. No. I have to just say out political points for a bit. What's the plan for tomorrow? I'm up for a multiplayer. Probably not tomorrow. I don't think, Souls. Soon, for sure. Well, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I have an essay to write, is the thing. Germany is 16th in the 2017 ranking. That's not too bad. I bet England's not that high. England is like the lesser America in a lot of ways. Buy me Civ 6. Not going to happen, Cody. In a minute, I'm going to try an offensive against the Germans. And I'm going to ease back in. I may... Hey, electrification complete. Hey, that gave me all the political power back. Nice. Very nice. Alright, straight into the next one. And we're not going to spend... but war economy, though. No, we're not going to spend the political power because it's going to cost it at the end of this one. You wish you had a good enough computer for any kind of multiplayer. Well, what's your life situation, honey? You should start saving up. Good computer is like one of the best things to save money for. Because it serves you well for many, many years. Civ 5 Master Race. Please. Civ 4 Master Race. Do you have any holidays from Wednesday to Friday? Yes. Well, not exactly, but I don't have any contact time at my university this term. Wednesday, Friday. All my lectures and seminars take place on Mondays and Wednesdays. Sorry, Mondays and Tuesdays. Just by coincidence. Broke as sugar. Student in the world's richest country. Fair enough, fair enough. How's the loan system in Norway? How much do you pay per year? Wait, does Norway use... No, Norway uses krona. Or is it krona? It's not... Is it euros? God, I should really know that. Please, enlighten me. Save me from my ignorance. Does Norway use euros, or is it some kind of... Anything else? Count Crystal, what are you studying? I am studying philosophy at University of York. They aren't in the EU, are they? No. They are, however, part of the Schengen area, I believe. Or partial signatory to the Schengen area, I think. Hey, average stability. Very nice. I didn't realise we have quite so much spare equipment. Leave it to Chris to censor himself on the shit, but not on the Danish. Sounds like deep throat. I don't like the concept of self-censorship. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's not self-censorship. If you choose not to say something, that's not self-censorship. Censorship is by definition something that someone else does to you. It's just silly, the idea that you should do it yourself. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes, why did I do that? Well, you know. Swear words bother me more, and the deep throat thing was funny. They're just trading partners. Not even in the Norwegian crowns? No. No. Norway. I would have remembered it being Norwegian crowns, surely. Are they called something else? But they're like something that means Norwegian crowns. Currency. Norwegian krona. Does krona mean crown? Or crone? Yeah, it's crowns. Ah, cool. That's really cool. Huh. Learn something new every day. I like Norwegian money because it has holes in it. Any money that has holes in it, 2 thumbs up from Christo. Norwegian loan system is amazing. Your children don't inherit it if you don't pay it before you die. Minimum rent and pretty heavy patronage. You might have a good enough computer for Civ 6 though. Ah, cool. Your children don't inherit it when you die. That doesn't sound that good. In England, it goes away if you turn 40. And people still complain. A lot. Equals Norwegian crowns. Yes, I just googled it. That's very cool. I'm happy to have learned that. Norsk krona sounds like a good name for a beer. You're right, that does sound quite good. But then again, beer is all trash, so I mean, there's that. That's what we were looking for. Coming to France, declare war on the German Empire. You better not take credit for my glorious victory here. In my country, not only inherit the debt, you will go to jail for not knowing you did. Fun. Why are you winning all of a sudden? Well, because we just sat in our pocket for a while, and now we're breaking out again. What do you say about beer? All beer is trash. Beer is greater than philosophy. You're welcome to that opinion. I say all beer is trash to be intentionally provocative. I just don't like beer. Beer is greater than all. Definitely not true. Definitely not true. Oh god, what's happening over here? Naval battle. Ah, some French subs with our convoys in. Okay. Why are the Germans making gains? How do the Germans have that many men? I guess that's the reason we're winning. They put a bunch of men over on the French front. Russian stage level on Mongolia. Beer is greater than tea. That might be right. I mean, tea's only alright. I'm not a big fan of tea, to be honest. No. I'd rather you didn't do that. Ah, these two don't have any planning bonus, okay. Ah, they're advancing to the east. Darn it. That's going to make our whole plan fall apart, because we're planning on pocketing them down here. That doesn't work if they connect up here. Florence has capitulated. Wait, Florence has capitulated? Ah, the Dutch joined on the French side. Interesting. Ooh, naval invasion. Breaking news. British says P is only alright. Queen will address the nation shortly. Nice. Actually, yeah, I was accepting non-aggression pacts. Why not? I don't know, us Norwegians don't waste money on tax cuts and defence, I guess. Oh no, these guys got trapped. Hopefully we can get them back in through here. No, you don't. Get out of my country. How long? Yes. Yes. Okay, good job, boys. We're all back in the circle. Speed it up again. We will hold our glorious circle to the end of time. Hello, Pavlen. How are you doing? I apologise for my habit, by the way, everyone, of just picking a random part of your name and then using that to be your name. But my pronunciation is garbage, even with, like, normal human names. So, let alone online handles. Why do you try so hard to be in the circle? If they're outside the circle, they're out of supply and they get killed. Ah, the capital. Yes, the capital's here. Good old Kiev. Come on, he has Nikolai in his name, and you didn't say that. Okay, I'll go with Nikolai. Or Nikolai, if you want to come up with a different thing for me to call you, I'm more than happy to oblige. Let's go speed 4. Speed 5 is just a bit insane. Why is the sound on my laptop still on? Let me fix that. So you can see the strategy here, right? We're about to pocket all these guys. And more men are on the way. Surprising numbers more men. Fresh troops ready for the front. You just have to wait until your French daddy comes and saves you. Well, you're not entirely wrong, although I'm not happy about it. If Russia goes against us now, then... Well, we can do the demilitarized zone, but they might join the Entente. Good old demilitarized zone strategy. Served me well in Endsieg. They also have a port. Yes, we will need to cut down to the port. You're not wrong. So how are the chances? Will you have won by 4 p.m. 3 p.m. tomorrow? You mean in Now, how long is that? It's like 15 hours. I reckon we could win this if we wanted to. But I'm not hugely invested in doing so. That's water, by the way, for the record. Then want to win. It's good advice, I can't argue with that. So I think we should maybe cut up here, and then kind of pocket all the ones to our east. What nation should you play next in Hoi 4? You played every major now. Romania's a good one. Very nice one. Very flexible. Lots of options. That's my recommend. 100% of people who drink water eventually die, say no to deadly drugs. Very true. Revive agriculture. No, Romania is going to war with Greater Austria. With Serbia again, perhaps. Not much more we can do. I think maybe army training is the play right now. Get these guys out sooner. If you're completely healthy, then you are dying at the slowest possible rate. That is true. Weird thing to say, but true. No, 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 no. You don't understand. That's not how this works. You don't get to just leave. You stay and you die. Brazil might be interesting, but Iran is a lot of fun. Oh yeah? I've never really enjoyed playing countries without focus trees in single player. Get encircled sun. Nice. Iran is boring. Iran is pretty boring, and that's what I was kind of getting at. I like this game. You could have seen. That's why you mod the game out of the world. Yeah, I did play the Iran, one of the Iran focus tree mods. It's pretty good. Problem with all the focus tree mods is you're always wildly overpowered. In my experience. Then again, I did just come back from a three pocket. Three thing pocket. Romania claims Transnistria. Outrageous. You're at war, dude. Focus one more at a time. Come on. Be real here. Maybe rush deploying is not such a bad idea, but I don't think I'm going to. Oh my god, Romania capitulates to Austria. How the hell are you winning now? Christo power. Christo power indeed. I'm pretty good at this game, don't you know? You may have heard. I mean, if I was better at this game, I wouldn't have had to fall back to the three pocket, but, you know. You win some, you lose some. Now, let's see if we can pocket them before they finish up over here and come back in force. We should definitely get a skill of mass combat. They have no ports still over here, so if we can pocket them here, they are encircled. We only have to take these two to pocket them, but they are rushing back in now, so we're in a hurry. Six of them there now, interesting. They're going away, so I think we'll let them go. How are they doing against French? Losing. Okay. Crimea is still yours. Yes, I know, I don't know why they didn't go after Crimea. What is that noise? Oh, it's a Hoover. Challenge for Christo, speed 5, no pause. Well, have you seen my channel trailer? That's pretty much what I did in my channel trailer. I played as Germany in the 1945 start and saw how tested out how quickly I could win the war against the Allies with in real time. It was quite an interesting challenge, I must say. They're abandoning the front line. Go on, chat, be honest with me. How many of you, when you saw the pocket that we fell back into, thought, he's lost, he could never do it again? He can't come back from this. Never bet against Christo. That's what I say. How's your supply over there, eh, Germans? Not enjoying it, eh? Shouldn't have invaded Ukraine, should ya? Should ya? I didn't, says Loney. Fair enough, fair enough. Because I didn't watch at that point. That's fair enough. AI movement is stupid. I don't think they were that stupid then. They're just desperately rushing to defend against the French. But in general, yes, AI movement is not very clever. Here's a challenge. Pay as Germany with all tech researched, but the tech you are using needs to have 0 reliability. Sorry? When has the AI ever been clever? Yes, it's not. It's never been very good, very bright. It's not that bad, though. I need to try out improved frontline mechanic, better frontline AI. I'm told it stops frontline overlap, which would be amazing. If that's true, I'm going to love that mod for the rest of time. AI, artificial imbecile. Japan attacked the US when losing against China. Japan losing against China. To be fair, that's what happened historically. I mean, they were doing pretty well against China, but they didn't win. Not that I'm saying it was necessarily a bad move for Japan to declare war on the USA. Strategically, I mean strategically. not morally. Of course, it was a bad moral idea to declare war on the USA. Historically, Japan was winning. Against China, depends what you mean by winning. They were gaining some ground, but they never made serious inroads to southern China, or some of the quite a large area of central China. I think, could be wrong. Someone look up one of those, you know, World War II everyday time lapses and tell me how much of China Japan owned. Until the Soviet Union stamped its army into the dirt. The Soviets were only at war with Japan for like a week. Less. So I don't think they had that much influence on the war in China. More like the huge Allied blockade mean they couldn't supply their troops in China, I think. So did Japan really win Against China? No. Japan didn't win the war against China. Did they? No. No, they didn't. I would know that. Come on. Surely. Soviet Union blitzkrieged their army. Yes, but that was the army that was up here, you know, garrisoning the Soviet border. I don't know how much impact that... The Soviets only pushed to about here, right? Japan never surrendered to the Soviets. This is true. Some argue the nukes were dropped specifically to prevent that. The atomic bombs didn't cause them to surrender. The atomic bombs were one of the factors. The devastation caused by conventional bombing was substantially more damaging to Japan than the devastation caused by nuclear bombing. Although, of course, the nuclear bombing was more devastating to morale. By the way, I am aware that I speak with a certain confidence. I'm always happy to be corrected on things. Like, I don't mind being wrong. So don't take me to think that I'm speaking as some arbiter of truth. France win or what? It's pretty stagnant right now. They've made good gains, but it's pretty stagnant. There wasn't a peace deal between the Soviets and Japan. They're legally at war still. When you say still, the Soviets haven't existed for a while, Cody. Since before either of us were born. So I think you'll find the Japanese are not currently at war with the Soviet Union. France may have run out of manpower and be beaten back. Nope. But they might have run out of some equipment. They haven't lost ground, I don't think. You know what I mean, Christo? You mean they didn't end the war with the Soviets for a while? Yeah. The Japanese attempted to surrender to the Soviets several times. The Soviets ignored them. The Soviets did cause Japan to surrender. Nice. Bunch of building slots and a bunch of political power. I don't know if they caused Japan to surrender. They were a huge, huge factor in Japan's surrender, though. Like, none of these things individually caused Japan to surrender. But collectively, they were enough. Ah, get out. Let me through this snowy wood back to my men. Stop attacking just here. Well, we're back, baby. Now the Germans are gaining a little bit of ground in the Benelux. Wait a minute. Right? Oh yeah, that's right. Last time I checked, you were encircled around Kiev. What did I miss? I'm good. I'm good at this game. We broke out, went up here and down here and pocketed all the Germans over here, wiped them out. Meanwhile, France declared war on the Germans and kept them very distracted. That's about it. Our participation is about 600. Tragically, probably. Are they in this war? No. The French participation right now is about 500, so we've done about equal work so far. It's funny they still haven't taken out Italy. They just went to war with Germany as well. Japan never lost, they just switched from military victory to science and culture victory. That's pretty funny. Japan is turning the US into a puppet via anime. quite a lot of them there. We need better decryption, so we can see these things ahead of time. Spare military factories. Ah, did I leave this on infinite? I did. So what could ruin this run right now? Russia. If they go against us, then we're done again. We'll have to like fall back to a silly pocket and all that stuff. Ba-da-bum, bum, bum, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-da-dum. Gotta love the music in these games. It's often very nice. Mongolia signed a white peace with Russia. I imagine Russia took some stuff there. No? Yes, these areas. And Tanatuva exists. Cool, but Mongolia is making some gains against Maklik. Okay, he's getting pretty experienced on this front now. That's good. I like seeing experienced units. You don't often see them. Check war losses. It's not going to be good. Yeah, 300,000 for us, 1 million for them. I mean, it's not bad, but really. As a player against the AI, those are embarrassing numbers. But come on, we took on someone like 3 times our size and we're winning. Unfilled imports? How dare you? Yeah, United States. Whoa, the United States exists? Yeah, the United States did really well against the combined syndicalists, and then the Unionists took advantage of that. How dare they? New England's in the entente? Indeed, indeed. You're basically getting Russia for land for Russia before it decides to annex you. That's not how I choose to look at it. Fall of Rome. There goes that little war. Sorry, I really like the music. The hell's happening in the US? Civil War. Standard stuff. Yes, the US beat the syndicalists out of this area and probably had all this. But then the Unionists make a big push. But it still looks like the US has this in the bag. They made peace with the Pacific states, probably in exchange for a little bit of land up here, I can't remember. Lost New England, so they might get contentious with Canada later, but yeah, pretty peaceful. Civil War hard-coded into the mod, always happens. Wrong, Souls, it does not always happen. There is a set of focuses the US can take, which means it does not happen. Chief of Army. We'll use entrenchment speed, please. Not always, but most often. That is correct. Always happens to the AI. I don't know if that's true. Could well be. There goes Lithuania. There's a lot of choices, so the chances are very low. Yeah, that makes sense. %, 21, 10. We'll have to take both of those northern ones in order to capitulate them, so we should clear out this area first. Still got plenty of supply because they still have this capital province. If we can take that, though, they'll have no capital in this area and they might get zero supply. AI never chooses the option that leads to less political power. Is that true? Is that in all circumstances, or just in the American Civil War? Austrian divisions holding the Baltic states against us. It's interesting. No. That won't be necessary. Just in here, please. Don't think I've forgotten about you, Poland. We're coming for you at some point. Okay, they're down to 0 supply? No. Alright, we'll just tear them apart the usual way then. Misselmores equals bestemores. Nice. Annex Spain, set Catalonia free. What Spain? I do not know of this place you speak of. What else should we research right now? 40? Yeah, definitely sport weapons. Just cut them up at this point. And then when they're all pocketed, they'll be easy pickings. Show war losses. You're obsessed. It hasn't changed much. 100,000 more for them. 10,000 more for me. Cancel a non-aggression pact. Why would you do that to me? Japan. It's not like you're going to declare war on me. Don't justify on me, Russia. Do not justify on me. Read my messages. Cody says, when the foes don't help Poland, adapt, improvise, overcome. Nice. I'm sorry, Cody. I don't know why. My brain apparently just filters out your messages. I even changed colour. Don't, says Souls. What? Oh, reading his messages. Sorry, Cody. Sol says I can't read your messages anymore. He's a mod, so I better do what he says or he'll ban me. Not much movement on this front. I'll run you over again in pub. Russia can get a free war against Ukraine if it goes commie, so you're doomed. Excuse me? I don't see their war goal. And I don't see what my sex life has to do with this. It's in the focus tree. European direction. Sevastopol is Russian. No, they have to own it for that. There it is. Yes, but yeah, right. Let's them do that. But to do that, they have to do the European direction. Now, miles off that, they have to have the Donkoban Union. They might have to have this area. We've got a little while, I think, before they can start doing that. Russia will be done with Germany before that, probably. Probably. Next tech, decryption, for sure. Being a pocket and then pocketing Berlin is better than sex, Christo's girlfriend leaves him. No, the better than sex comment was pretty funny. I was playing in the multiplayer and I pocketed Kuzia down here while playing as the Soviet Union. And I said on stream that pocket felt better than sex. My girlfriend was in chat. She was a little mad. But she has a good sense of humour, so she wasn't that upset. Get overrun. Resistance to occupation. Yes, we should probably start training some of these. Because unfortunately the Germans will do the stupid run to Africa nonsense. Which means their land will count as occupied. Will it? I can't remember. Does it fire the event and just to decide what to do with the land and then leave you at war? Can't remember. Your girlfriend watches your streams? Yeah, occasionally. You can't even get your wife to watch a movie that's not a brainwashing rom-com. Yeah, my girlfriend does occasionally watch my streams. Not often. And not because she enjoys, like, video games. Just for my voice, I'm told. Can't believe that happened. He beat Germany. Not yet. Not yet. Jump the gun. I mean, we're beating Germany. If you can't believe that happened, you should, I mean, not to toot my own horn too much, but you should see some of the other things I've done. I'm pretty good. Now we get divided up between you and France based on state occupation. Well, it's not quite like that. I mean, there'll be a peace conference, right? And if we can make Germany capitulate to us, we might be able to yoink a bunch of land over here that France hasn't got to yet. Considering the speed of our push, I mean, I think we should be able to make them capitulate to us pretty simply here. I mean, we're just cruising through them now. Assault concentration will help. France did the heavy work. Excuse me? That is nonsense, sir. Nonsense. I killed more men than France. By hundreds of thousands. I wonder how she would feel if you suddenly called someone in your chat honey. I was telling her about that. The reason I've been away is because I was visiting her. And I told her there was someone in my chat I called honey. Because it fitted their name. She thought it was quite funny. And he has a point. He does. I mean, it is weird, but it just fits really well with his name. I didn't mean for him to start calling me darling. I was just calling him honey because it fitted. Oh, neat. I'm approved of. I don't know if I'd go that far. Set a trap around Breslau. I mean, we don't really need to at this point, but yeah, good idea. By trap, you mean encirclement, right? She thought it was quite funny, can mean everything. That could mean many things, you're not wrong. Flanders Wallonia's gone. A little bit of gains for the French here. Don't worry, French. Your brothers in the east have got this on lock. Just keep them busy over there for me, and we will do the heavy lifting. Yeah, that seems like a sensible proportioning of men. 140. Any of you guys watched Designated Survivor? It's a Netflix show. It's really good. It was inspired at the moment of confusion, and you just rolled with it. Fair enough. Fair enough. Do 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 do. What does she think of your pub skills? You've obviously told her about. I don't think she knows who you are, Cody. I'm sorry. I think she actually texted me when I said that better than sex thing on stream. It was pretty funny. Bit of a tense moment in the multiplayer, and then I get text from my girlfriend saying, "What have you been saying on stream?" Whoa. I mean, I haven't told her about you. Cody, she wouldn't be impressed by your pub skills. Is she the capitulation of Germany to freaking France? Horse hockey. Germany Empire capitulated today, the morning after advance of our allies' armies. German Empire couldn't continue the struggle in the Kaiser. The whole apparatus was embarked on a ship to the colonies. Nice. Nice, which means we just become the owner of these states. That's beautiful. Wish we could have got more. I mean, ooh, German government in exile. And we're no longer at war with them. We are, however, at war with Ireland and Indonesia. Indonesia being a major. Yeah, that's nonsense. Hey, Indonesia. How do you end wars? I can just annex Indonesia, can't I? Annex. That's just such stupid. Ind, probably. T debug. Annex INS. And then the war should end. Alright. Gonna have to pass. I haven't got the points still. I just wanted to end the war. What happened? What happened to Lithuania? Oh, they're a separate peace deal. Okay. Separate peace deal against the Baltics, actually. Yeah, weird. Apparently, France is not interested in this land over here. Just means we can have it all free. Nice. Very cool. Now to release Indonesia, because I don't want to cheat. Release nation, not as a puppet. Hell yeah, glorious. Socialist Republic of Ukraine. Win wars, not a cheater. Oh, come on. Indonesia was a major for some reason. I'm not going to go and invade. They've no... Yeah, come on. You can't call me a cheater. They have 7 civ factories and no military factories. Oh, yeah, it's major. I released them. It's fine. So what's next for the glorious Socialist Republic of Ukraine? Well, I believe someone over here has been killing Reds. We can't have that. Fate of White Ruthenia. Military occupation. The Baltic Confederation. Yeah, you can go. What? Why do they get all this? Nonsense. Nonsense. Oh, and we're still at war with Ireland. Because now Ireland's a major. Alright, I mean, you know. Whatever. Now we're at war with still Ireland. Interesting. Maybe a peace deal at the end of the day? No? Alright. Peace nation. Not a Let's face it, Ireland would capitulate in that scenario. Fix the goal, please. There's not much I can do. I'm okay with them being a puppet. The Irish question. They will have their independence. Ireland becomes a puppet. That is not what I wanted. There's no way to cancel relations with puppets. That's annoying. You can annex Poland to fix the border. You're a goddamn genius. Why can't I justify? Ah, no political power. On to war with Poland then, I guess. Kill Poland, please, to fix the border. Yes. No, you're absolutely right. We annex Poland, and then we make puppets out of this area and this area. And then Central Europe is united under communism. You should get your girlfriend to play pub. I want to get her to play it. I'm going to get her to play it like once, probably. At some point. I think I could persuade her to try it once. She's a busy lady these days. She'll be off to start a new job soon. I think not. Check factions. Just the International. Austrian Sphere. What's this? The Mediterranean Bloc, which is just them. Interesting. China first, and the Sino Coalition. Show her your win streak. Hey, Tesla, how you doing? You should check out some of the earlier points in this campaign that I'm playing here and marvel at my comeback strats. It's been fun. We were down to 3 tiles around Kiev at one point. Get to play an insanely complex game like CK2 and record the frustration. No, she wouldn't do it. It would just annoy her. I like how we haven't had an event to release Germany yet. That's nice. She wouldn't enjoy that, and yeah. You voted for Minecraft. I know, but I get 1 million votes, so... We still have this Black Monday nonsense. Italian Federation declared war on the Social Republic of Italy. What? Didn't you already lose this war? You have 4 to 6 divisions. You just declared war on France. Why are there these little pockets? France, clean up your borders, for God's sake. They're not at war. What? There's the German Empire and the German government in exile. Nice. Nice. Britain cancels their non-aggression pact. That seems a little rude. All the commies are cancelling non-aggression pacts with me. Why? They love me. Well, France hasn't yet. The AI's a genius. Well, it's not the AI's fault. That's just bad programming in Kaiserreich that this is still around. You're still convinced the AI stands for Artificial Italy. Nice. Nice. Low blow, honestly. It's our military police. So my school year found your Hot Heartsfire 4 streams the other day. Nice. Your Heartsfire 4 streams. I didn't know you did Heartsfire 4 streams. Serbia, that's the 3rd time! Give it up! You should play the mod White Peace Extended so you can try and peace out overseas nations. It looks pretty early alpha. I'll certainly check it out once it's kind of finished. Yeah, on SF. Ah, right, sure. What are you thinking, dude? Why would you do that to yourself again? Same with Italy. I guess, you know, AI sees focus. AI takes focus. At least you could show your pub wins. Nice. Ah, France at war with the Russian state. That might be a good time. France, you're not going to go against me. Come on. France has a war goal against Germany. Blue Danube gives us a claim on Bessarabia, right? Yeah. Oh, Bessarabia is owned by Poland. Interesting. Wait, Poland? Poland's in the Austrian sphere? Oh. That's not great. I don't know if we have enough men to take on Austria right now. In fact, I'm relatively confident that we do not. We might need some forts. If I wanted to add in... Oh god, we haven't had engineer companies, I think, the whole time. Holy crap. Okay, we have enough of that now. Wow, that's really bad. Hi, Falco, how you doing? How have you been, and what's this? We are playing in Kaiserreich as Ukraine. And we've had great success from humble beginnings. We went to war Germany almost immediately. They drove us back to here, here, and here, and then we pulled things back, and won the war against Germany, which was very good. The France were like, no, we don't need the city, we just want the forest. Yeah, don't want Dortmund, we want this bit. Does this give us an event? Yes, event claiming Bessarabia. Splendidization gives us a nice bonus now. What else should we do? We should definitely do these and get rid of Black Monday. Very shortly. I don't think you have a general assigned. That's on the... this one. Peace deal. They are not owned by Poland anymore. Nice. In which case, lads, everybody to the Romanian border. Let's go show Austria how you stop someone declaring war on you again. I think your hometown is still German, lucky me. That's quite funny. Oh god, that flag is ugly. My flag, it's not great, is it? Kind of simple. It's not too bad, though. I wouldn't say it was dreadful. Why blue Danube? What does that mean? Now, as also Ukrainians and other nations' minorities live there under the oppression of the corrupt regime in Budapest. Now is a perfect time for freedom and self-determination to prevail in Bessarabia. We will help liberate the people of this region. Damn right. It's a nice flag. It's not that nice a flag, though, is the thing. Excuse me. Gets event claiming Bessarabia. Hello. Gets event claiming Bessarabia, though. Thank you. Ukrainian demands. Oh, they gave it to me. That won't do. We lied. We said that's all we wanted. We lied. We're like Hitler. Where to build more factories? Any more factories? No, 26. Here. 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 There we go. I almost like the French flag. The French flag is a white eagle on a white background. What? You just started playing Skyrim. Give me build ideas. Conjuration can be really good fun with the bound weapons and stuff. They give it to us, but we will take it all, just like Hitler. Yep, pretty much. Even before massive political point drop. Yeah, I know. It's always coming in this game, isn't it? It's always around the corner with Kaiserreich. We do need to fix this border goal before I stop streaming, but I am starting to get rather tired. So, let's see. Oh, it's 41. It is tech time. What was that event? They're going after Serbia. Seriously. This is a little unfair. Yeah, we don't care about convoys. Well, I mean, there's not a great deal for me to do right now. It's the problem with justifying wars. Oh god, I am tired. Justifying wars like, oh hey, France released the Iberian Federation. Cool. Oh, and they're at war with the Entente. Oh, coming France declared war on Austria. Well, that's really annoying. I wanted to go to war with Austria. I guess we better go to war with Austria pronto so we can get in on some of this action, otherwise France is going to ruin our border goal. Might have to cancel this justification so we can justify faster on the other one. Yeah. Oh god, look at the French just tearing through. Tearing through. At least they've got high national unity and lots of big cities over this side, so hopefully we can at least get Poland. I'm not really fussed about getting Austria. Poland gives us quite a nice, sphere of influence here. What if Hitler got all the land he demanded? Then he'd get the world. Probably. France. I know, look at them. They're going ham on this guy. Come on. No, not conquer. Retake state. Wait. Where was that for? Pinsk. Isn't that one of these provinces? Oh god, it was White Ruthenian border. That's over here. Damn. It was the Galician question we wanted to do. That's a problem. Here, have some volunteers. We're going to try and hold off the French so that we can be the ones that get the kill. Same for you. How many can I send you? Oh, they'd say no. Idiots. Oh wait, did you say no as well? They've refused. Are you idiots? Why would you refuse free help? As the AI, I know why I'd refuse it, but that reason does not apply if you're the AI. That's a problem. It's a problem. Might have to go to war with France just to fix the border goal. And they have a lot of divisions. Uh-oh. Oh, we need to kill Poland quick, because we need to get on our Russian border. We need to throw up some forts on the Russian border, maybe. They have a lot of divisions, and oh my god, look at their factory counts. Yeah, they're going to be a real problem. You smell a pocket coming. I don't know about that. They can go straight from that into resolve the syndicalist Ukraine problem. Which means, gets event, Ukraine has less Mitteleuropa. I don't know if that means it gets a war goal on us, but you smell it. Well, what's the defensive line against Russia if we wanted to be conservative? It would be here, wouldn't it? I mean, it's the perfect defensive line. I think that's the plan. Hold that line. Can I afford this? No. Am I even close to being able to afford this? Yes. Let's do it. Come on. I just want Poland for neat borders. Chat demands the neat borders. Justification of war goal. Oh god, it's a 14-day one, isn't it? To the fallback line, boys. All of you. I forgot it was a 14-day one. Now we won't have entrenchment. This is bad. Don't ever let anyone tell you this isn't bad. Because it's bad. Thank goodness we've got these guys. I think we'll try and hold Riga so they don't capitulate. That'd be a pain. Kiev Pocket 2 Electric Boogaloo. I hope not. I sincerely hope not. Artillery? Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay, let's do that. Bit more tungsten. Hit me up, US. Didn't give him a war goal. Might have given him an event. Didn't give them a war goal. Still hasn't given them a war goal. They appear to be going after Georgia. Okay, back you go, men. It's back and forth, man. Our army must be really confused. This is how you start world wars, really. Bouncing your men around the place. You're too tired to stay on the PC. Blooming uni project. We'll leave chat and lay on your bed. We'll keep watching for a bit. Cool, thanks, Lodi. See ya. I hope you enjoy continuing to watch, even if you're really knackered. Make love, not war. That's not quite what this game's about, though, souls. Come on. Russian states declare war on Georgia. To no one's surprise. Bring Finland to its knees. Haven't you already been to war with Finland this campaign? No, that was in my Irish campaign. Listening questions finished. Gimme. 60 days. Let's finish fixing the economy, shall we? The Palatian War. Not important. Dun, 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 dun. Nice couple of factories that we got out of that. Probably shouldn't have built all that infrastructure all the way over here, considering we're not planning on defending that area and the the Russian war. We have to keep an eye on them, like a serious eye on them. We need to retake islands on the west. Does that give them claims on us? Yes, because we own Vilnius right now. So we have to keep it. That's a 14-day focus. They could do it at any time. Need to keep a very close eye on that. If it happens while we're with Austria, it might be game over. We shall see. Austria should go down pretty easily. Russian state clever on Finland. Yep. Pretty standard. Hopefully they'll have a winter war scenario where they really struggle for some reason. Well, it's May though. Some of the natural barriers are no longer present. France is humongous. Not wrong. The Flemish communal what? Republic. Cool. Let's do this ahead of time. Let me at them. Let me at Poland. I need to kill him. Let's get this ahead of time. And Austria's still winning a bit against Romania and Serbia, even after the fourth war. Jesus. They never learn. Alright, let me at him, let me at him. Leave Finland alone, there's just forests and sad people. As discussed earlier. Apparently it's forests and very happy people. On welfare, yes, lots of welfare. There goes Angad Romania. Soon to take Belgrade. Let me at him. There goes Serbia, another peace deal down here. Once again, not puppeting them. Leaving them in the Belgrade Pact. What are you doing, Austria? This is like the fourth time. Albania, Greece, yeah, whatever. We'll be fine. Easy wins here. They haven't got enough men to put up a plausible resistance, really. Looks like they haven't even got enough men to man the front. It's Monday, we all have a hangover. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yes, I can see why that would make you more sad people. And now suddenly they want non-aggression facts again. Freaking turncoats is what they are. Kingdom of Greece has joined in. Can't say I'm concerned. You did this to me, France. You tried to snake in at the end of my war with Germany and sneak all the land. Just when I was starting to make progress, you know. So I'm going to do the same thing to you. You can never have too many men. Hardy seamen. Good old EU4. Moving towards that recovery. 140 days. Please don't go against me next. Anything but next, we're pretty much good. Next, we're not so good. Why is the US helping Austria? I don't know, but they did manage to stay the US, amazingly enough. MacArthur's still in charge. They're justifying war goal against Canada. They're friendly with Mexico. Mexico appears to have given them back all that land. Or was that again in the island campaign? I can't remember. I've been playing Kaiserreich 2 different campaigns today, so... Yemen got annexed. Iberian Federation capitulated to Portugal. Excuse me. What are you doing, France? I guess that's why France is not doing so well against all Greater Austria down here. They're busy fighting the old town in Iberia. Please. Yes. That's very good news. Man, I need better decryption so I can tell where not to attack, because there's a crap ton of them there. push Warsaw. Can I go here? No, it's not plausible. Austrians have a crazy number of units because they've done so much freaking fighting about this idiotic Belgrade Pact. At least in no small part because of that. They done did it. Who done did what? Honestly, why is Portugal even a country? It always seems so awkward. What? What do you mean, why is Portugal a country? White peace. Yep, they yoinked out the standardish lands. Why is Poland even a country? Accept your petition. History, the Reconquista, wonky bloodlines. Yep, that's why basically for us, Iberia is as Iberia. Vienna has blissfully been spared occupation by a foreign power for over 500 years, until today. Uh-oh. The United States of Greater Austria has fallen far, it seems. That is really cool. Not fallen for 500 years. Well, in the history of Kaiserreich. In actual history, presumably, Austria fell in World War II. But I guess that still wouldn't be, not by now. It's very cool. A dude spotted an eagle's nest here and decided to settle. Excuse me? What are you talking about, man? Yep, that attack on Warsaw's not looking so hot. How about this? Yep, very plausible, okay. Ready to deploy. Honestly, stand on the Russian border. Bum, 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 bum. Nazi Germany surrendered before the taking of Vienna. Is that true? I thought the Soviets pushed through to basically here. Or more like here. Before the SS gave up fighting. Or are you talking about after the main military command surrendered but while the SS was still fighting? Because I know the SS kept fighting after the official surrender. I think. Bring them down. Come on, France, do some pushes. Man, there's a lot of them. They must have taken some entrenchment ideas and things. They're really a pain to push out some of these tiles. That tile, not so hard to push out of. Stop that. Legend says there were three brothers, Lech, Czech, and Rus. Each went their separate ways. Czech founded Chechnya, Chezaya. Rus founded Russia, and Lech couldn't find a place good enough for his people until he found a great white eagle's nest, and there he found our first capital. That is cool. England should have a cooler, like, coming into being myth. Bum, ba-da-bum, bum. There we go. That's more like it. Much better remember. It's pronounced Czechia. Thank you. Czechia equals the Czech Republic. Cool. Yes, no, I guessed that after I realised my idiocy of calling it Chechnya. Here in Spain, it was basically like, screw the Muslims. Yes, this is true. To be fair, that wasn't entirely unjustified. They had been rather conquery. Let's speed 5. Versus the Muslims who said screw the Iberians. This is true. Although Muslims occupying Christian Iberia were far more benevolent rulers than the Christians occupying, Muslim Iberia. Polish for nest, literally called their capital Nest. That's pretty funny. Man, they're just so entrenched. I think we need like tanks or something to get through these freaking SOBs. I tell you what, I'm not going to play this for long enough to build tanks. I'll tell you that for darn certain. Doodle-dun, doodle-dun. Back in the day when Islam was a religion with a heavy secular movement and Christianity was the opposite, now it's switched. Not exactly switched, because Christianity is a long way ahead in terms of secular movement now than Islam was then, but in terms of who filled which role, yeah. You're right. Interesting decision to leave that tile open, AI. Makes me want to look around wondering where else you've left open. Looks like you might push through there. It was because all religions in Al-Andalus accepted the 3 religions of the book. Yes, this is correct. But when you say accepted, I mean, they had to pay fairly heavy additional taxes when compared to the Muslim population. And they were often subjected to, bad treatment and being discriminated against, and they couldn't fill most leadership roles. But that's a hell of a lot better than Christian occupation, where, if you survived, you were lucky. Jizya tax. Yes. Jizya tax is indeed what is being talked about. Yeah, it's paid loads of taxes. There's a certain amount of gold per person, I think. Maybe per household. I can't push through these freaking entrenched people. Individuals. I might take Warsaw and then call it a win. Because I really don't want to have to push through 65% entrenchment. Oh, Christonian troops took over your city. Haha, good. We can recruit souls into our glorious army now. Our image will go up because we've got better graphical design. You know what? Well, Russia's not justifying on us. Come over here. Need some more guys to help us out. Here in Spain, the expulsion of the Jews, it was estimated like 100,000 Jews were forced to emigrate. Jesus, that is a crap ton. Yeah, just because the Holocaust was so bad doesn't mean that people should forget how horrendous pogroms were for a long time. Not as bad, obviously, but pretty freaking bad for a long time. That's an interesting question. Are there any countries in Europe, and count the areas as the modern countries, that didn't engage in anti-Jewish pogroms? I wonder. Yeah, they settled in the Middle East and Eastern Europe. Yeah. Which wasn't far enough away from the Nazis, unfortunately. I mean, the Middle East was, mostly. Apparently the Turks were really good at helping Jews, mostly Turkish nationals who were Jews, escape from the Nazis during World War II. Did not know that. Man, this tile. Their freaking entrenchment. Nope, all of them were bad to Jews. That's what I thought. I thought maybe like Ireland or Norway. Maybe one of the late converters to Christianity like Finland. Poland until World War One. Then there were pogroms after regaining independence. God, souls. Come on, souls. You nearly made it. You got to World War One. There was that one guy in India who housed a bunch of Jews in World War Two. Oh yeah, cool. Let me through. Oh, this might be it. Yeah. Get pocketed, Warsaw. Oh no, they might unpocket it. No. No, you don't. Get more guys in there. Oh, and then we might have to attack, otherwise they're... Ah! Ah! No. Damn it. Okay, at least we stabilized, that's good. I guess. Do this. Oh, just let me take Warsaw, please. Okay, good to break them out of the pocket at least. Historically, until World War I, Poland was a safe haven for Jews in Europe. Oh, cool. No. None of that. What changed it, Sols? All good things come to an end. Yeah, apparently. Do you know what triggered the change? Is there some prominent Jew who supported the Germans or something? And for the Black Plague. Yes! It's also a haven, safe haven from the Black Plague, you are correct. We're going to go to very good stability. From what I remember, the Polish kings were tolerant, the tolerant ones, the people not so much. Okay. When, after World War I, when Poland was re-established, was it straight into a republic? And then, therefore, a bit anti-Jew? That makes sense. After gaining independence, there are many nationalist movements. You're not sure on the specifics, but it got bad quick. Fair enough. Makes sense. They have so many men! Just let me take Warsaw before the freaking Russians come and declare war on me. Ah! Give me the men. Thank you. There was a coup, I think it was an authoritarian government until the Germans invaded. Oh, interesting. Did not know that. Please deactivate TD bug. Oh god, yeah, you're right. Man, you can tell I'm tired. How did I not notice that? Doesn't actually change it mechanically, so. Basically, your neighbours you grew up with were suddenly ransacking your home, killing your family. Fun. Probably saw a comet and stability dropped. Yeah, probably. Let me have Warsaw. That's all I ask. All I want for Christmas is Warsaw. Come on, there's not that many of them. That was 600, 700 defense, though. How many men do you reckon that failed attempt cost us? 11,000. Thanks, it looks much better. Yeah, it does look much better. Sorry about that. Thanks for the reminder. Much appreciated. Oh man, give me freaking Warsaw. Probably here's our best airbase. Any and all fighters. Just go and get involved. Some of them leaving. Oh, no one in this province for a moment. Pin them while we move in. People leaving this province and therefore with no entrenchment. This could be it. This could be it. All I Want for Christmas is Warsaw, a Hitler's new Christmas song, hit single, available now. All your favourite tracks, such as Make Danzig Gdansk Again. Sorry, the other way around. What would the other ones be? Peace treaty, what peace treaty? What would the other song titles be for a song about, for an album about annexing Poland? Come on, take the freaking city. You can do it. I will keep them pinned as long as it takes. No. Stay there. Oh, might be able to repocket. Look, send over... Look, nothing else matters. Send over everything you have. We have to take Warsaw. This is the imperative. No! They're getting in from the other side as well. Jeez, I have to diminish the men actually attacking Warsaw to do more on blocking. No reinforcements. Pleasing appeasement. We wish you a merry petitioning. Both excellent suggestions. Those are good. Those are good. Oh, so I have a question for you, chat. I was watching some stream. Oh yes! Once described as the Paris of Easter in the Renaissance, Warsaw hit rough times in recent memory, though there was hope after the Weltkrieg of renewal. But alas, fate has not been kind, as the Polish army collapsed trying to defend the city from both sides, the Vistula River from the advancing Ukrainian forces. It was a bitter twist of old memories. The royal castle at Warsaw has been plundered again by Polish soldiers before they fled the city, according to the Socialist Republic of Ukraine. Poland hotly contests this, claiming Ukrainian troops ransacked the palace after heavy fighting. Regardless, with the fall of its capital, the future of the Kingdom of Poland is in jeopardy. Finally, Warsaw is ours. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. I'm going to call it a win. So, just before I stop, I wanted to ask, how do you guys feel about face cam in streams? Because I personally never liked it. Like I just don't, it doesn't, well, I don't kind of dislike it, but I don't feel like it adds very much. What the hell happened with Portugal just now? Oh, they got killed by the Iberian Federation again. They came back. Like, I've never liked facecam particularly when I'm watching a stream, but I can kind of see the appeal because, you know, you don't just get the emotive of someone's voice. You also, you know, when you're seeing their reaction to something, you also get their face. So, everyone say in chat, what do you think? Bye, Vodka. Doesn't seem useful as a strategy game. Facecams are annoying and distracting. Okay, it's two negatives. Causes the stream to act super unnatural and over the top. That wouldn't happen with me. Facecam builds on the personality. Okay. Simwiry says Facecam Plus. I assume that means positive for the Facecam. Paolo, are you pointing up at Facecams are annoying and distracting or something else? Is that all the votes? Are the votes in? But yeah, I might try it out. I don't know. I don't know. The part of the reason, if I'm honest, part of the reason that I was thinking maybe I should do it. Funny his reaction to some son about. Yeah, he's pointing to buy. Ah, fair enough. Buy value. Part of the reason I was thinking about doing it is it would encourage me to like keep myself looking presentable when my girlfriend isn't around, because the way I live my life at the moment is when Rebecca's not... There you go. Accidentally told you my girlfriend's name. Whoops. When my girlfriend's not around, I don't bother like shaving or having my hair cut or whatever. But it might like correct for that? Sol says, oops. Should I go on Facebook and dox Souls and his girlfriend? Sorry, wife. Anyway, your girlfriend's name is Randy? No, my girlfriend's name isn't Randy. Richard? What are you guys smoking? Do it. What, go and tell you all Sol's wife's name. Show you a picture of her. No, I wouldn't do that. I mean, I have no idea if I'd actually bother Sols, but I wouldn't do that. Just on principle. Ronald McRuffalo. Anyway. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been fun. That was the Socialist Republic of Ukraine. Drop a save. I'll see you all next time. And yeah, let me know if you have any thoughts about Facecam. I'm up for suggestions. One of my thoughts is kind of, I'm not sure it takes away that much, and maybe it adds something for some people. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I must go and sleep, and by sleep I mean pay plub for a bit. See you later. Wear a hat. Do the face cam. Do a face cam with face rig. What is face rig? Cosplay as an anime girl. No, never. I mean, maybe if you pay me £1,000. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next stream. Bye.